So let's get on with the first lecture. And when we talk about history and we talk about the EU, I think it's really important to look at the timeline and how we got here, right? How we got to 2021 and how we got to 27 sovereign states being part of an economic union. We have to go all the way back to the 19th century in order to really get to grips with this. We start with the 19th century and we start with the rise of this thing called nationalism between European states, right? People take for granted that today we have countries, actual countries. Well, before wasn't always like that. There weren't secure borders the same way there is today. The reason we have borders is because of this sense of nationalism that began to rise among European people. That was one of the biggest causes of the two world wars, not just World War One, but World War Two especially. But especially at the end of 1945, when a ridiculous number of people are dead. I think it was 80 million or something are dead. People realize that actually something's got to give in Europe, right? And you can't keep having wars every few years because then life's just not worth living. And so this was the inspiration for the creation of the European Coal and Steel Community in 1951, first ever European organization between different sovereign nations, evolving into the European Economic Community, the Single European Act, the Treaty on the European Union, and finally we had the Lisbon Treaty, which kind of summarized everything and is the most recent major treaty which lays the foundations for the EU. Now we're going to be, like I said, we're going to be looking at each one of these milestones in turn and how they were important.